friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are organizing the entire kitchen. I hope you're excited because I'm super excited. Right here behind me I have all of the things needed to organize the kitchen today, so I'll do a little run through of that. We'll get to organizing and I'll link everything that I can down below in the description box. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alondra and I post organization, cleaning videos, things like that, baby related videos, because I am a mom. So if you like videos like that, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and join my journey here on YouTube. Let's get started. I really wanted to lighten up the kitchen space because there's a lot of browns in our kitchen, and so I decided to go with more acrylic items and also some white baskets so that I can just lighten everything up. And so here I'm just going to wash everything that I'm using, and then I can go ahead and dry them, and then I can use them. First things first, I measured my entire kitchen, all the drawers, the cabinets. So if you're looking to organize, I really do encourage you to just measure everything out because that way you're able to know what you need. If you go shopping in person for things, then you know the measurement of things and you're not just guessing. And then once I did all of that and got my pieces, I went in and started drafting a little bit of what I wanted to put where, like how I wanted to organize things. So if you're going to organize, I definitely encourage you to have some type of plan. It doesn't have to be super detailed, but just have some type of plan so that you can just tackle the kitchen, especially if you're going to do it all in one, like in one sitting, like in one go, kind of how I am. So yeah, this is kind of my plan and how I've done it. I'm not going to lie, a lot of the cleaning supplies just got shoved into this cabinet under the sink for the past year, so that's why we just have some random things. So I had to take everything out. I've never actually tried to even organize this space because there was things here that were left here before we even moved in, so I kind of just kept shoving things in there, and I was like, it's definitely time to organize this space because there was a point where like one of the doors wouldn't even fully close, and I was like, this is really getting out of hand. So I'm happy to be going down here in the cabinet under the sink and just organizing it. And one of the things you'll notice is that I did go in and add in these white pieces on all of the cabinets, or most of the cabinets, so that it could just brighten up the space a little bit more, and it's easier to clean as well. Based on some recommendations, I went ahead and got some of the Scrub Daddy sponges, and I also have some of the Mr. Clean sponges, and so I just filled all of the cleaning supplies in here, like sponges, some Clorox wipes, and then some towels that I also use to clean. So you'll see me filling in these organizers with some of those items. the pink stuff for maybe close to 2 months now, and I will tell you that in the last month I just use it all the time. I really love it. I use the multi-purpose cleaner for the pink stuff, and then the actual like paste that you see here in the front is, I don't use it as often, but I do use it here and there, but I really love the multi-purpose spray. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for a multi-purpose spray. One of the things that I was most excited about was to organize the seasonings and spices, because we just have so many, and I always gravitate towards the same ones because they were just easy access. But now with how I've done the organization of the spices, I have actually been using so many different spices, not only for mine and my partner's food, but also for our baby's food. And it's just so much, like, it's just so fun to take them out of the drawer, which you'll see in a bit. But I've been doing I've been using the spices in this way now for about 3 to 4 weeks now since I've filmed this video. You may have noticed that I hadn't uploaded a video in a bit, and it's because we got really sick when I was supposed to upload this video, and so it just took a toll on us, and I wasn't able to get back into a routine. But we're finally here, finally able to show you all, and I think it's okay because I'm able to kind of share what's worked and what hasn't. And this new spice organization approach has really worked for us. And one thing that I did was that I chose these little containers that are similar to the ones that we've already had from the store, so that I didn't have to throw anything away, and I could just remove the stickers and add the new stickers on there just to make everything match. But yes, reuse and recycle wherever you can. Girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Don't you see what's wrong with me? I need somebody to love. Oh, oh, nah, nah. God, I'm sick of this waiting. You got me going crazy tonight. So why? In this drawer, I am keeping it the same. I am just leaving the utensils here, but I did want a new organizer for the utensils, because our previous one, as you were able to see, the plastic one, it just wasn't very friendly for the chopsticks and the straws, which we use chopsticks all the time when we eat, Asian cuisine, and so we have these, and before they wouldn't really fit properly in the organizer. So now everything fits really well, and I really like this new organizer. on to what ended up being my favorite part of the kitchen, because it's also, I think, very, very functional for the baby's things. So as you can see, I had all of his things on like one side of the cabinet and it just wasn't functional. I always had to take so many things out to find one thing. So I decided to split it between one of the cabinet shelves and this little drawer here. So I removed all the appliances, wiped it down, and then you'll see me start organizing everything. And my goal was to put everything that he could eventually reach for himself in this section, and that included like all of his tableware, like his plates, his cups, his bottles, things like that. And then on the top cabinet I ended up putting more of like pumping supplies, teethers, and like teether toys, and some like breastfeeding items. So I kind of divided it in that way. When I saw this coming together, I was like, hold on, this is exactly what I need. As you can see, everything fits perfectly. I did measure, like I mentioned, I measured everything out first so that I could have functional spaces, and this turned out to be really, really great. And then I also used Lazy Sally, I think they're called. And so I used this Lazy Susan to put all of the pumping supplies. It works perfectly for me because at this point I'm not pumping too much, but I still need my pumping supplies, and so I can just turn it in the cabinet and pull out what I need. And so works perfectly, and as you can see here, it fits so well, and I could just spin it when I need things. And these are the teether toys I was talking about. I didn't want to leave them at the bottom where my baby could reach them, because I know for a fact he would grab them and just throw them everywhere, because he loves to just get these items. And then I'm moving on to the Tupperware and mugs now.
Everything clearer, trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather, but I get high, I get low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine, but I get out, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool.
Have a lot of mugs and a lot of mason jars. My partner drinks a lot of coffee and he loves drinking it from mason jars, and we've just accumulated a lot of mason jars over the years because of pantry supplies, and so I needed two shelves for that, and I kind of realized that at that moment where I had to take the second little shelf off. So I realized that I would need these entire two shelves for the glassware, and so that's how I moved forward with organizing this section.
For the count, I was on 9-9 all the time. Shattered soul, you took control, but now I'm gone bye-bye, bring the fire. You took something beautiful and made it something cruel. It's all that I get from you, you're so delusional.
Okay, so things are still looking really messy behind me, as you can probably see, but we've got a lot done in the cabinets and the drawers here on this side of the kitchen. And then we're going to move forward with the pantry now. And a lot of this, like these containers, I'm using for the pantry, and then some of these need to be stored in the pantry. So hopefully this will look a lot cleaner once we get into the pantry.
Let you go, let you go, let you go. I'm gonna stick it to you.
With the pantry, at the beginning when we moved in, I was able to keep it pretty organized, but I think just over time, things just accumulate. I don't even know what I have anymore, and then I end up buying more things, and then I realized I have some already, and it's not helpful. So took everything out, got rid of anything that was expired, and one of the things that has been helpful since I've organized the pantry is that we actually go through all of our items, and so I've noticed that I haven't had to like get rid of anything. I know exactly what I have, and if I'm at the store, I can visually picture in my head my pantry, and I know, okay, yeah, we're running low on this, or no, we have this. So this is really helpful. I was really excited to organize all of the baby related things, and that included this little section where I had his snacks and some of his like sauces, like these little pouches that I put on his like pasta or potatoes. And then with the cold coming in, I really wanted to have some tea section, and we actually have used it, so I'm so happy about that. I'm not a huge tea person. My partner kind of is, and ever since we've visually put them here, you know, it's just easy to grab and make some. And we've also been making canela because I intentionally put the canela up here, so you'll see that in a bit as well. But yeah, everything like is so intentional. I tried to put things that we use in like a visual section, like a section we could visually see when we open the pantry. And then other things, of course, we put on the lower shelves, but I know what we have now, and so everything just makes sense in the pantry.
I'm somewhere in the middle, try to find myself again, but life is one big riddle of the future and what's been. Guess it's the way it goes.
If you're thinking of organizing your kitchen in your home or any other area in your home, I highly recommend that you just do it. Just go for it. Have fun with it. I know that I took the entire day to do the kitchen and the pantry, but if you don't have the entire day, even if it's just 5 minutes, start off slowly. In some areas, I had to do the bathrooms in like 5 minutes that I got like 2 weeks ago. I was like, okay, you know what? I have 5 minutes that the baby's sleeping. Let me just do this really quick. And so I was able to organize the bathrooms or the bathroom sinks. So I highly encourage you to just take it slow if you need to, and if you're able to get a whole day, have the most fun with it and just do the entire thing, you know? So whatever works best for you, but definitely organize your space if you've been wanting to do it, because it makes such a huge difference, and it makes me so excited to just use everything in my kitchen and keep it organized. And yeah, it's like creates a system that everyone could use. It's very easy to follow, and it's super helpful for us. It's the next morning, and we're going to do a run through. So we are going to start with the pantry here, and I'll show you all how I organized it. Up here I put some snacks, some chiles, some pasta, and the pasta sauces. And then this is what we normally reach for all the time. In the second shelf I put some tea because the cold weather is coming very soon. And then all of the baby's items. I do need to restock these, but I wanted to make space because it's usually pretty full. Down here I have more of the like movie containers, so we can make popcorn, and more like butters and chocolate or like cacao, baking stuff. And then I made space for some potatoes here. Down here we have things that we don't normally reach for but we do use, and then more of just like storage stuff. And then down here we have all of our canned food, and I did put the canned food that we use the most in the front. Moving on to the top section here of the pantry, I wanted to put our chips in a container that you can pull out and choose your chips, because we always just move the chips everywhere and then that caused a big mess. And then here I made space for big bags of chips that we already have opened. And then we could also use it for bread because we normally have a lot of bread. And then here we have some cereal and some oats, which we use for breakfast items. And then up here we have some rice, and I put the rice up there because even though I use it all the time, it is a big container, so I needed a big shelf space. Some sugar, and then some waters and baking soda. So that's just what made the most sense in terms of how to organize the pantry. Moving on to this side of the kitchen, the one that I'm most excited about is definitely this drawer. As you can see, these are all of our spices, and I try to keep the spices that I use the most here in the front, and then there are some in the back that you can't see, but if you go like this you can see like what they are. But yes, loving this area here. I did try to recycle as many of these that I already had from like store-bought ones, and I just took off the tags like this one and just added the new tag. Down here we have our cutting boards. I didn't organize this because it's already like this, but these are our cutting boards. Because we have such big cutting boards, we have to lay them down somewhere. So this is a pretty deep drawer, but it works. And then down here we have like strainers and air fryer things because I reached for these a lot and they were the furthest away from the stove, so now they're super close. And then up here we have our salt and pepper because these we have them in these containers, and then oil, and then some Asian related food ingredients or like ingredients. So I did order some containers for the sesame oil and this oil, the olive oil, but it didn't come in time, so yeah. And then these are all storage space, like this is all storage space for spices I already have in the drawer. And then up here I have just a lot of different oils that we don't normally use or reach for. This is a catch-all drawer. Everyone has one of these. This is ours here. And then down here I put things that made the most sense. This is like a bag sealer. And then down here I have our toaster and a little waffle maker. We don't really use these much, but it made the most sense to put them there. Moving on to this area here, which I'm so excited about as well, is underneath the sink. So just a bit of a close-up. I put all of our sponges here. I put Clorox wipes here. We use a lot of Clorox wipes, so I just wanted to put them there. These are the sprays that I use the most, so like the vinegar one, the pink stuff, and then anything for like the gas range and things like that. And then down here I put some of our towels here so that we could clean. And then over here are just bigger items such as like the entire bottle of vinegar, our soap, and then we have like a mop cup, and then some like floor cleaner things. And yeah, that is the bottom of the sink. And then moving on to this area here. So up here I have all of our cups and glasses and then some storage stuff up there. But this is pretty much what we have. We have a lot of mugs and glass mason jars. This here is where I put some of our cooking stuff that were in that one. So I put it in here and hopefully it makes sense because it could seem a little far away from the stove, but I think it should be fine. It's just a lot smaller, but I condensed a lot of the things. This drawer here is just a lot of more towels. I want to figure out where to put them, or maybe I do put them with the yellow ones, but we'll see. Down here I just have our pots and pans, you know, just like that. Just like that. So those are our pots and pans. And then here I have the utensils, and I organized them in this white utensil organizer from Target. And here I have more of just appliances, and these are pull out as well. And we just have like our rice cooker, which we use like all the time, and then our Vitamix, which we also use all the time. They're pretty old. And then we have over here, we have more appliances down here. So we have our Instant Pot and like a little chocolate melter Instant Pot thing. And then we have the baby's area here. So I love this already because I can visually see everything. And I just organized, you know, all of his plates and cups and bibs and some bottles and his plates here. So this is everything that's his. And then up here I have everything that is more for me on this area. So this is more of my pumping area, and this works perfectly for me so I can spin things and find them. And then here I have just more bottles. Here I have all of the baby's teethers, and then here I have some breast pads so that I won't leak, and then some breast milk bags. And then up here I have all the Tupperware, and then some more Tupperware and glassware and containers and things like that. And then, so that's that. And then I actually didn't show you all, but on this side I also have all of the towels there, and then here we have, or napkins, and then here we have just a little organizer so that I can visually see everything and just, you know, pull it out when I need it. And then we have like some aluminum stuff here, and then back there I have some storage, so just things that I can restock. And then up here we have the plates. So these are all my plates. This is like my little ceramic shelf, so like these two pieces I love, and then some of my ceramics back here, and then more of like our daily bowls and plates are here. And then we have our like little storage here for just like cleaning storage. So we fold all of our little bags, and then I just place them in here. They're pretty easy to like pull one out, you know. And then we have our broom and our Swiffer here, and then some trash bags down there. Alright friends, that is it for this video. I hope you had fun watching it and joining me here as I organized my kitchen and pantry. I hope it gave you lots of motivation and some new organization ideas, especially for areas that are not as easy to make practical. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you here next time. Bye!